So I am pleasantly surprised by TV this year. I was a little bit nervous, Kayla, that TV would not hold up or rise to my expectations after last year was so good. But there have been so many amazing shows this year so far. And since we are already somehow reaching kind of the midpoint of 2025, let's go through the best shows of the year so far. And if you're listening or watching and have not watched these shows yet, it's never too late. Go ahead and add them to your queue, you guys.
I have to start with probably my favorite show so far, White Lotus Season 3. It was phenomenal, and I thought it couldn't get any better, but it did. It brought a brand new group of spoiled rich people to Thailand, and I loved every second of it. It was dramatic, it was gripping, and it was both like escapist and repulsive, and which is how Mike White does it. It's just That's his MO, and I am obsessed. So I loved it. I'm already dying for a season 4. I need to know the next location, but you can stream it on Max now. It's amazing. Please go watch it.
Oh my gosh. I know. Mike White, give the people the information we're waiting for.
I know. Location details.
Location details. Also talking about Max, my next recommendation is also from Max, which will now be rebranded once again to HBO Max, which it was originally. I have so many questions, but for all intents and purposes right now, the show is on Max. But I wanted to bring up The Pit. Because following the discourse on social media was almost more entertaining than like watching the actual show. People were talking about it every single day for 15 weeks, which I love a weekly release for that reason. But one of my friends, Jess Spohl, was talking about how the show kind of brought back the instant gratification that has been lacking a little bit in prestige TV. And I thought that was such a really cool, like, point to bring up because I love a messy, like, instant emotional gratification show.
Yeah.
And also potentially, is that a recession indicator? I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe. But if you have not watched The Pit yet, it's about a 15-hour shift. And each, like hospital ER shift. And each episode is 1 hour of that 15-hour shift. So by the time you get to the finale, you have only completed one shift. I'm like, these poor people. Most dramatic hospital shift of all time. But anyway, that is also available to stream on Max. And you are going to want more when you're done. So get ready for season 2 for real.
Yeah, it's going to be so good. And speaking of prestige TV, even though Severance season 2 is definitely prestige TV, it's amazing. I am just obsessed with Severance. We've talked about this so many times on the podcast, but we got a deeper look into all of Lumen's kind of shady things that were going on as they sever their employees' minds. And this season was so addictive, but it was also heartbreaking and just like mind-boggling. I mean, I was literally looking up theories after every single episode to figure out all of the different things that they tried to tie in. Greek mythology went into play. I mean, this was really messing with your mind. So if you like that kind of psychological TV that you really need to analyze episode by episode, you're going to love this. I feel like I need to watch it 100 more times just to fully understand all of it. But definitely watch that if you haven't. It's on Apple TV and you will not regret it.
I can't stop thinking about how, like, meta and mind-boggling it is.
Yeah.
That the interpersonal relationships for each person are dependent on whether you're your Lumen any personality or your regular personal life outie personality. Did I get those right? The work personality is the any. Okay. Yeah. So whether you're your innie or your outie, that is literally, that quadruples or doubles. I was thinking about multiple people. So it doubles for each person. Yeah. The like interpersonal drama and the potential, it just exponentially changes everything about the relationships of the show. And I can't stop thinking about it. Oh my gosh, that's crazy to me. Yeah. Watch Severance, you guys.
It's so wild. And what I love about it is it just shows how every single memory and circumstance that you've gone through in your life shapes you as a person. And if you wouldn't have gone through those specific things in your life, then you wouldn't be the exact type of person you are now.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting seeing how Mark S. just navigates grief and things in his own life and becomes totally different than his Annie on the inside, who has different memories and all of that. But it's such a good show.
Oh my goodness. That's so crazy. My next recommendation is still rolling out new episodes, so you can catch up before a new episode drops this Sunday. And that is The Last of Us Season 2. Season 1 literally changed my relationship to TV, even though I was already an adult. Something about that show, I feel like, rewired my brain.
Yeah.
And so season 2 premiered in April, and we have a few episodes left before the finale, but it opens 5 years after season 1 ended. And we find Joel and Ellie in Jackson with Joel's brother and other kind of friends, family members. And there is some kind of like rift between Joel and Ellie. They're barely on speaking terms. And so the entire season has been trying to figure out why they're not on speaking terms. We as the audience know that it's because Joel lied at the end of season 1 about Ellie. So Ellie is obviously immune and had the potential to cure the world, but while she was unconscious getting ready for the operation, Joel like wiped out the whole hospital and then lied and said they had other immune people that they were using. Obviously there's some like question marks around, were they about to kill their only potential for a cure out of desperation? Probably. So anyway, that is kind of the conversation we are circling around. And this is definitely a good week to tune in, because we know from the teaser Max released that this is the episode with all the Pedro flashbacks this upcoming weekend. So tune in, y'all. We've missed him. And that is on Max. So you can watch all of season 1 and catch up on season 2 on Max now. And my last recommendation is on Apple TV Plus. We love an Apple TV show. You're a Brit Co. And it is The Studio, which is perfect for TV and movie lovers because it's about a studio exec who is trying to balance like pleasing the corporate world and the people who are just like essentially in charge of all these projects, and then also pleasing viewers and being creative and trying to keep entertainment from like dying, which feels very relevant based on the conversations that my social media is having and all my friends are having. So we can't stop talking about it. We're eating it up. And catch up before the final episode drops, which is coming soon. And so many celebrity cameos. I literally couldn't even tell you the full cast list off the top of my head if I wanted to, because there are so many people in it.
It's a really, really good show, and I haven't loved a show like that in a long time. Also, I live in a studio town, and it's like all of the studios are nearby, and people are always filming things on my street, so I like that kind of feel of like feeling like I'm in a little bit more in the industry. It's fun, so when
you were just saying that, I got just like a vision of that part of La La Land where Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling are walking around and they're like hop into a coffee shop and then just take a stroll past all of these active filming places. I was like, oh, Kayla, it's Kayla.
It's fun, but it's I love The Studio. It's a great show. But I also can't pass up the opportunity to talk about Ransom Canyon, because it is such an honorable mention. I love it so much, and I was just telling Chloe that like it needed more of a moment. We went past it too quickly, so all of you guys need to watch it and give it another resurgence, because Mika Kelly, a babe, love her. Josh Duhamel, a babe, love him. Them together, chemistry, fireworks, amazing. So this show, Ransom Canyon, is everything. It's like Yellowstone if Yellowstone maybe had a little bit more romance and wasn't as too high suspense, I think. In my opinion, I thought it was such a phenomenal show. So good. Western romance vibes. And it's on Netflix now, so go stream it.
And it's just so messy. Like, messy TV is back.
Yes. Love triangles
Oh
are
my
back.
gosh.
We know love triangles are back. The summer I turned pretty. I mean, come on.
Okay, listen. Honestly, maybe we should do a whole episode about love triangles.
Literally, we could. There's so many right
Okay,
now.
we're gonna do
Noted.
that.
My Life
Noted.
with the Walter Boys, Vampire Diaries. It's crazy.
Oh, and we got to go back to Lucas, Brooke, and Peyton. Oh my
Oh my
gosh, that
gosh.
almost killed me.
Yes. Oh, that's like traumatic thinking about that. Wow.
Okay. Well, stay tuned, y'all. We'll circle back. Okay, wait. So if you're giving an honorable mention, I want to give an honorable mention, and I
Please
think
do.
mine is going to be Andor season 2,
Ooh.
which just dropped its last 3 episodes. And so this is a Star Wars show, and it is a prequel to the 2016 movie Rogue One, which is a prequel to episode 4, A New Hope, the original Star Wars movie. So it's like a grandfather prequel, I suppose.
Love
But
it.
it's just kind of about the rising rebellion against the Empire. And obviously we know that like we're inching closer to like Darth Vader and the Death Star, that whole conversation. So it's very interesting. I love watching a prequel because you're going into it with the knowledge of what the ending is, and that kind of heightens the stakes and makes every moment mean something more. Which is what Diego Luna, because I went to the Paley Center Q&A screening that they had. It was moderated by Stephen Colbert, and Diego Luna like surprised everyone. And they were kind of sitting there with Tony Gilroy and Stephen Colbert, and we get there, and I've been to enough of these Q&As that I immediately clocked a third chair on the stage. And I knew that Diego Luna was in the city because I had just seen him 2 hours earlier at the Disney Upfront.
Crazy.
And I was like, oh, it's good. There's no way Diego Luna is going to be in the city and not come to this. And so we watched episode 10, which has one of my favorite sequences of any Star Wars project ever. Crazy. And if you watch the show, it was that hospital scene with Clea in episode 10. Whoa. And so we're sitting there, the credits are rolling. Steven goes on stage. Tony goes on stage. And they sit down, and Steven goes, Tony, it's so good. Like, I'm so excited to talk with you, but I really wish that I could ask these questions to Diego Luna. And then they go, oh yeah, Diego, are you here? And from the back corner of the room, you just hear Diego Luna go, I'm here! And like jump
No
up and
way.
run down the stairs to the stage. It was really funny in person as was
That's
happening.
amazing.
And then they just got to talk about their relationship to Star Wars before Rogue One came out and all of these different things. So it was very fun, a great conversation. And this is just a really cool project. It is a little bit more prestige, I would say, than some of the other Star Wars projects, but it's so rich and emotional and complex and political. So I think it appeals to sci-fi fans who might have a hard time buying into the original Star Wars if they think the original Star Wars has a lack of depth. The original Star Wars obviously is very complex, and some people are calling it like one of the best shows of the decade, which is
Wow.
not to be taken lightly.
Yeah.
So all episodes of Andor are now available on Disney Plus.
I love it. I can't believe you saw him twice in one day.
Twice in one day. I was
More
like,
than
hey,
most people.
bestie. Honestly, also, I love Diego, but I was so unprepared at the Disney Upfront for him to come on stage with Hayden Christiansen, who played Anakin. I like audibly gasped. I was the only, nobody like cheered when they came on stage for some reason. I was like, hello, it's
lame.
Hayden Christiansen and Diego Luna. I mean, people clapped, but I audibly gasped. I could talk about that for a very long time, but
This is crazy on a total side note, but I haven't seen any of the prequels, right? Like the Hayden Christensen is it's the prequels, right? I haven't seen any crazy, but for some reason I watched one single edit of Anakin, and now my whole For You page is Hayden Christensen as Anakin. We still have plenty of more summer shows to look forward to, so don't worry. We have The Bear Season 4 coming to FX, which is so quick, and I'm so glad they filmed them back to back because I feel like I just watched Season 3. So Season 4 coming to FX, and it's on Hulu as well on June 25th. So make sure you watch that. And then we have The Summer I Turned Pretty Season 3 and the final season, unfortunately, and it will be coming to Prime Video July 16th. So it's going to be a phenomenal TV summer. Make sure to rewatch the first 2 seasons. I know I will be doing The Summer I Turned Pretty rewatch in preparation for the final season.
Yes. Yeah. Tune in, you guys. That is coming July 16th. And there is plenty more coming out this summer and this fall. And let us know what you are most excited about. And stay tuned for more interviews, more coverage, and more conversations.
Absolutely. And we'll see you guys next week.